say that, well, we have two options. We can either do it in my demesne, though it will be a bit crowded, or I can land somewhere and set up there if you want a bit more space.
Whichever is easier for him. I mean, I guess basically, I mean, didn't he, I suggested once that he hook up part of his private domain to, home base. Did he ever do that?
He can try to guide it there. I'd
Okay.
roll.
I mean, I could, because I mean, it would, I mean, because he can have it hooked up to more than one place, right? Or is it just only got one tether?
It's like a spaceship,
Okay.
so it can only be in one domain. So he can attempt to fly it over. I will roll to see if he can.
Okay.
I need to find it.
Would it? Is there any way we can give him sort of a benefit for having it docked at home base, for lack of a better term?
Yeah, like I'll consider it into the DC since it's not like a random domain. Okay. Giddy up.
Because it's part of Mark, right?
Yes. Technically. Okay. So solos at D8, D8, D12, D100, 13. Alright, that'll do. You're able to use it in the mart space. Alright. So with that in mind, I guess he'll say that he'll be in Jeffrey.
Okay.
Like he'll use the word he'll be in Jeffrey. That's what he messages back.
Got it. Alright. I guess then, yeah, I guess if I can catch Ryu for 10 seconds just to ask him, otherwise I head into Jeffrey to meet with Gideon.
That sounds fine to me.
Yeah, you'd probably find him on the way back to the dorm then.
Okay. Just sort of real quick, I come up to him. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I suppose.
Might seem a little weird considering the timing, but I've basically been sort of playing around with the new thing that I've sort of learned, and I kind of want to see how it affects how I can use it in combat. So I was wondering if maybe like tonight, we could do some sparring, but like maybe in the training room at Agenda's place, so we can actually get a little bit. Basically, I want to see how this stuff can work in a fight, because I don't really know how it would work, and it'd probably be much better to test it in training than on the battlefield, I would think.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright. Maybe we'll try and wrangle up Kaharu just in case we go too far.
Well, I think the place has got a natural thing to prevent that, but I suppose it couldn't hurt.
Alright. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Alright. So you will make your way into Jeffers, and then standing in Jeffers will be in. You know what he looks like. It's a model.
Hey, man.
Oh, hey. Oh, right. You said you were coming. I just didn't know when. So I was just standing here.
Got it. Yeah, I'm not always where I said I am going to be, so today I am.
Yeah. Right.
How you been?
Me, I've been alright, I guess. Pretty alright. You
look a little better than last time I've seen you.
Really? I suppose.
But I'm just sort of making. Last time I saw him, he basically was before Ryu did his thing, so I figure he's probably not as, claustrophobic and scared, sort of, as he was used to.
I mean, he's still
Hamato, yeah.
Yeah. I'd say, in order to determine that, you'd need to roll an understanding roll. So.
Okay. He's not important enough to.
You can add his link modifier, which will be, at the moment, it'll be a +1 since, he scaled it back ages ago.
Right. He's not important enough to spend a PowerPoint on, though, so.
I mean, you do notice that he stands up straight. Maybe he got a sort of confidence from somewhere.
Right. So I guess, yeah, my comments stand then. Just.
Yeah. Be right. So, I gotta ask, is there any reason why you want to do this in particular? Do you want to?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, there are some stuff I want to. I mean, yes. One of the things I was thinking about doing is working with creating basically, in magical terms, like fetishes and talismans and stuff. And it seems that Gidyu really is. I mean, that's really up Gidyu's alley. I was having an idea about making a couple of things just to help around. And seems like also that I think Gidyu seems like he can he can do with the free free labor.
You do realize that you gotta be able to have that, be able to do it inside of you, right? You can't just do it with hard work or whatever.
I mean, if I don't have the traits, then I don't have the traits, then I can't do what it is. But if I do have the traits, then I can do it. I mean, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess. How well do you know? Ku? You?
I'm sorry, I don't get what you just asked.
How well do you know Ku, aka yourself?
We've had a couple of good bonding moments, but he still has a couple of mysteries that he's kept hidden.
You do realize that that's literally you in a costume, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah and no. That is me in a costume, but the costume does have a memory itself.
Yeah, it has an archetype.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Ku, you speak Irish, right? I don't. So it's not like it can be drawn out of my memory unless I have racial memory of Irish.
Gaelic.
Or Gaelic, thank you. Sorry. Actually, it's rap. He probably said it the other way. So Ku probably corrected him.
Right. I mean, Q will want to step out. Do you let him?
Yeah.
All right. So he'll just kind of step out, and he'll stand beside you, and he'll just look sideways.
Do we have the it that he's talking about?
He'll be like, when it comes to our bond, you wish to fight back against the world, and I can fight. When it comes to the finer things of the world, well,
we're not delicate we're not delicate scalpels, we're broadswords. I got it.
No. But your sire, he may be able to refine us, like my father once did to me.
So, the answer to Hamato's question then is I probably have a spark, but it hasn't been, I don't want to say fostered, hasn't been inflamed yet. Ugh.
He'll just kind of narrow his eyes, be like, why do you continue to dress things up when you put on the clothes the wrong way? You should speak plainly.
I thought I was.
Emblazon a flame. He'll just quote back at you.
Okay, let's try this from a different angle. Do I have any semblance of basically being able to do what Hamato said we either do or do not have?
Haven't you already been manipulating?
Yes.
Well then, that should answer your question.
I turned to Hamato. Mazel tov, I have the ability.
That didn't sound very resounding, but whatever. I mean, if you want to get your hands dirty, don't. I'm not complaining. It's just usually you do things for a very specific reason.
No, I'll agree with that. I actually been trying to broaden that a little bit, so I'm not as clinical. But for the most part, yeah, sounds like this is something I want to learn how to do.
Right.
Come on, how many times have I been accused of trying to learn too much?
We'll go with that.
Got it.
So he will step into it, and this is the first time Hamato's been in the March domain. And you'll be like, huh?
Oh wow.
This is your place?
Hamato's still marked, right?
No. He never joined.
Huh.
he'll look towards you both.
Wow. Cleaned up a little bit. Is Gideon around, or can I sense him, I guess, for lack of a better term?
I mean, he's still outside. You can see him. I mean, oh, you're talking about Gideon. I thought about Q. No, yeah, you can kind of see that at the back. You'll kind of see that the island has landed in the drain ditch. You know, that's the easiest thing to do. So now it's a field ditch.
Got it.
And there is a bridge there now.
All right. Come on.
All right. So when you get there, you'll kind of see some demons. They do you want to roll your knowledge for me?
Sure. Can I add intuition to that, or not?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. They look like Onis to you, but they look more than just like your average big dumb brute.
They're a part of Gideon's land, right? Not the March base.
Yeah.
Okay. Just confirming.
Right.
All right.
And then Gideon will walk up to you.
Right. I will, if they look passive enough, I will try and see if I can hit them up with my demon dex. Actually, use it for once.
Alright, so do you get it out?
Yep.
Alright, I think you need to feed it a battery if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll plop a battery, I'll quick battery it, and then I don't know what it says, I might put in more. Because you know he said that basically the more I feed it, the more it does.
Alright. So these Oni, they are blue, and like I guess you'll get it out, and you'll start walking up to them, and like they'll just kind of look at it and turn their head sideways.
I'm not gonna like shove it in their face or anything. Just sort of just pull it out, zap, sort of like scan them, and then basically I'm not trying to basically do like a full tricorder, running it over them type of thing. Or do I have to do something like that?
Alright, so they're not retaliating. So I will roll a 1d. What should I do?
I mean, the design was it so that I can like sort of get knowledge before. So I mean, if this is like really evasive, was it like something really evasive to most demons, then I wouldn't be using it on that.
It's not like taking things from. It's just a bit of a faulty machine. So it's just observing. So I will roll. Alright, that's pretty average. Alright, so it will take a while, and you'll see some statistics popping up on the screen, and you will find out that these are ghosts. Then they are ghosts of Oni, specifically of Onis that have the blood tie to the Fuma clan. And that these Onis, they used to be humans, but their human forms died many centuries ago. So now they come every now and again to help their ancestors, if they so call them. But they're not really a demon you can as robust as a demon. They're actually fairly fragile. At the moment, they are summoned in a way that is just for a very basic menial task, and then they can go back to their resting place. It's more of a spell rather than a demon itself.
Okay, cool.
And then that is what the demon thingy records, unless you want to put another battery in it.
No.
Right.
I'm good for now.
Right, you'll see Ona be bouncing about the ghostly blue Oni. And Gidyu he'll just kind of come up to you and he'll say, "Has that caught your interest?"
I got this thing a while ago, and it's basically I gotta remember to use it more often. Sorry about that.
I see. It's some sort of compendium, so.
Yep, I sort of turn it around so you can see it.
Right, I see. It's one of those things that have been purposely manufactured to be. I think they use the term rustic, charming, quaint.
Yeah, Jeffrey made it for me a while ago.
That would explain why there's such a requirement. You'll just kind of look at the gigantic battery pack at the back of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, part of the reason why it's probably like this was I didn't have a lot of collateral to basically pay for it, so I'm sure it could have been sleeked down with more, but
oh yes, there is the saying that the written word is quite powerful. Most stories are communicated orally, which might explain the cost, at least in Macca.
Yep. So, I'm here for the grunt work.
Right. Well, I suppose I need purify is the wrong word, but clarify some materials for at least the statuettes I might have. It's basically churning clay. And he'll just kind of go over. He'll lift this massive pot of clay, and he'll put it down at the floor beside you. You'll be like, have you heard of the technique of how they made wine back in the day?
Nope. I mean, there's the basics pumping on grapes. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, essentially. That's one way you can do it, or you could use your hands. It depends on what you find more suitable.
I have the ability to influence Earth. Would that be helpful or a hindrance here?
I'm not looking for any magical influence on the clay. I'm looking more for physical stimulation.
Perfect. All right.
Right.
What kind of what's the desired outcome, so I know how long to go?
When you feel like it's being beaten down into submission.
That's something I can do.
Right. Meanwhile, I guess Tomato will be. We need to just be repairing some tools if he was to. But that's menial as well. I did keep it quite literal, your request.
All right. I get to work.
All right. So, do you want to roll a complicated stompy, or do you want to attack the clay? Your choice.
Let's try complicated first.
All right.
Because, yeah. So,
if you have any like athletics or I'm strong physical modifiers, that will help.
Where is it? Come on. I think the two that could help would be kendo or boxing.
They would work.
So I think the kendo.
If you use the kendo one, you'll be like using a stick to beat.
Got it. Yeah, I have a kendo of plus 30, boxing to plus 20, so.
However you want to do it, because you can always do it like churning butter with the kendo.
Right. We'll start with, we'll start trying with that.
Hi.
And then alone, sanction, 12. Alright, 111. D8 plus D 100 plus 30. Ew. Alright. So after a pretty unsuccessful bout,
it's not unsuccessful, but
right.
I guess you were expecting more as like a character.
Yeah, I have a D18 in there by mistake, by the way. Don't have a 1.
Just -3 from it. I'll allow you this time. Unless it's meant to be a D8, my friend.
It's supposed to be a D8, yes.
Okay, make it an 8.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't know what 72 minus 5 is.
It's under 70, which I think is 70 is the minimum for easy, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I'll basically, after whacking it with the stick for a while, it just doesn't look like, so just sort of roll up his sleeves and just go in and basically just manually maul the thing.
Alright, do you want to attack the clay?
Yep.
Alright, so do you want you'll be using your weapon die. Do you want to ask Q to help you attack the clay?
Because Ku is, I mean, technically his weapon is Do type, so wouldn't that leave a magical influence?
No, it's just so that you couldn't like get all the types of physical. Because that's why I made it no type. It's just general physical damage. Doesn't have a type to it.
So the 3 then.
Yes, Q will stab at it with his clicker pointer spear.
Yes. I actually went and got my tonfas from storage, basically, just so using a different type of stick that I'm more familiar with.
Alright. So that's a
13d10. Or
13. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright, you do it. You beat the clay up, and it will just kind of gloop into the pot.
Got it.
It looks very supple now.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I think it put up the white flag.
Yep. Do you want to try and can you roll me your diligence? So you can try and lift the bucket.
Oh yeah.
Right, you're able to lift it. It's quite heavy though.
Well, Raph is recently getting used to carrying around his belly, so.
You're getting prepared for when you eat the next load of TP bente.
Yes.
Alright, you're able to hustle the pot back to the island, and you'll kind of see that Gideon's kind of working on. Well, he's not really. He's working on something in his little space on the island as you waddle with the pot of clay.
Okay. I think it's given into submission.
Ah, right. That's good. If you just leave it there, I'll be able to use it when the opportunity arises. You did quite well. Thank you.
No, thank you. So.
And he'll just kind of look back at what he's working at. It's just like a like when you're sculpting something, it just has a bunch of marks in it. It doesn't look like anything in particular. It just looks like a block with some marks in. You're just picking at it.
Is he working with clay or stone?
It will be stone.
Okay. I look around to see what Hamato's doing, just out of curiosity.
Alright. So Hamato is just he's just like he's sitting down and he's put his hands on his head and he's trying to concentrate, and you can kind of see Ippon's kind of like banging on the anvil. So it doesn't look like Kamato's doing it himself, but he's concentrating.
Got it. Alright. I politely wait for a little bit to see if Gideon tells me he needs anything else.
He'll just kind of he'll stand there for a while, and he'll just he won't turn around entirely, but he'll be like, so Was there anything that you wish to ask me? I doubt you literally just wanted to do manual labor.
No, I kind of do need a little bit of manual labor, but no, I was curious. I came up with a concept that I wanted to try out. Sort of make some talismans or fetishes. I don't know which would be the proper term. To base some of my magic on to give it a little bit more of a longer standing, and then I came up with an idea of a possible protection spell object that I want to kind of get your opinion of. So, Tomato said that basically you kind of need to have a spark to whether or not you can do this. It's not just a matter of training. So I guess also to see if what's your opinion on that.
And he'll just kind of stare at the stone and he'll put it down and he'll be like, Q is suited for combat, but you yourself, your own abilities that were granted by your patron, is there a particular theme behind it? Do you wish me to evaluate it myself?
Yeah, I guess if you can.
I can do. So.
No.
It can be a bit invasive.
Invasive how? I'm not gonna turn my head and cough, dude.
No, not in that way. When it comes to this ability, it's not my remnants of my master. My master, he was an adept with connecting through other people. Most I would be seeing what arcana you align yourself to, and what in turn your patron has done in order.
But you cut out there, I think, Jess.
Where did I cut out?
Patron ... What
Before
my patron... that was the last thing, was basically he said something about your patron was about to do something.
Right. Basically what he was saying, that he would use the ability that he has in order to see what somebody of a similar caliber has done to you.
Got it. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess okay if you look.
Right. Alright, so okay. Come on. Alright. So he'll just kind of he'll start to take off his sweatshirt, and this is a bit sudden for him. I don't know what he feels about this, because he was still in his uniform.
Got it. Sort of like eyebrow raised.
Alright. And you can kind of see that underneath it is this it's this pretty tight brace, and he'll just kind of narrow his eyebrows, and he'll just say, "I think one will do." and he'll go to the first clasp that's on the brace, and he'll undo it. And do you want to roll an intuition roll?
Okay.
All right, you can kind of feel like I'm just going to use the word power level. Like you can just kind of feel like something within him is just instantly changed with like one tiny like piece of clothing lock, and it's like when you open a door and it's like whoosh.
Right.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, how many clasps does that thing have?
It has 5.
Damn. That does say that.
Right. And he'll look back at you and he'll be like, yes, my master was an awakened. He had many students. I was his last, so I imagine I got the majority of what was left. And he'll just kind of stand up and he'll put his gloves, and you can see his hands are badly burnt. And as he approaches you, like the back of your neck stings really hard.
The shin?
Yeah.
Okay. Sting like basically is just interacting, or Sting like basically this is be a problem?
This is going to be a problem.
Actually, hold on a second.
You feel Q wanting to burst out of you.
I do say that to Gidyu. Hold on a second. There might be an issue here.
An issue?
Yeah. Could you give me a moment? I sort of step back and sort of let Ku come out.
Mm.
What's going on?
Like, he won't say anything, but
I'll try. Sorry. I'll try and put. If Ku agrees to it, I'll pull him back in so we can talk in our brain. Well, I mean, if we can't talk, if he's worried about talking in front of.
I mean, like, how can I say this? I mean, I don't know if I could realize on that. So he'll just kind of grimace.
What's going on?
Oh, geez. We are in danger of going back on word.
I get that. I'm curious on, can we get a little bit more precise about where we're treading the line here, or just stop completely?
Do you not remember the vow that you made? That we made?
Word for word, probably not, but gist of it, I don't see how him looking at us contradicts it.
It just does.
Okay. I turn back to Gideon. Sorry, man. It looks like some of the stuff that I've had to go, sort of like, pull down my shirt a little bit so I can see part of like one of the geese's. Some of this stuff is getting a little agitated about this. I don't know why, but it looks like it's trying to keep its secrets.
And Gigio just kind of closed his eyes, and there's a visible sweat on his brow. And he'll be like, I see. Well, my master did have his enemies. Excuse me. He'll just kind of turn around and he'll whip his arm out like to the atmosphere of the domain, and you'll just kind of see this invisible blast go through the wall. And he'll quickly do the glass back up.
Got it.
Put his gloves back on.
Sorry about making you go through that.
It's not a problem. I do not know the extent of your persona's vows to other people.
Yeah, I to be honest, it doesn't. What I've bound myself to didn't seem to have any conflict with what was going on, but it felt threatened. Basically, I got the impression I would be violating them, so best not to deal with it that way. Can we do it in any other fashion, or just...
No.
Alright then.
I suppose I'll have to rely on your word, though you did say something peculiar. You bound yourself to another individual, but you don't remember the words in which you are restricted to.
The conversation with Ku I thought was in my head, so...
He'll just kind of shake his head. You'd be like, you said that I cannot use my powers on you, and you said it was to do with your geese. I know what a geese is.
Yeah, I've... Circumstances forced me to basically to place several geeses upon myself.
Do you wish not to share these circumstances? Would that be a violation of terms?
Might not be, but it might be a violation of some of them.
On some of the what?
Some of their pride. Basically, I've had to make certain deals with certain people because of certain circumstances, and I don't want to tread on that. Also, the thing about geese is if people know the exact meaning of your geese, they can catch you in a trap, and, well, that's how he got killed, was he got trapped between two of his geeses.
Mm.
Sort of point to my head, to a type of thing. So, got to be careful about somebody knowing all of those. I'm sure you can understand that.
He'll just kind of shake his head, and he'll go back to sitting on his stool, and he'll just kind of stare at the stone block, and he'll be like, "Is this because our different places in what binds us together? I didn't think that she would. Well, it would make sense if she told you. You are together in this."
I think I'm missing part of this.
You want to roll an understanding roll?
Sure. Can I add intuition to this? Or
Yes.
something? Okay.
I don't know what social link you are with, Giddy.
Probably a 3 or a 4.
Yeah. It wouldn't be more than a +2. It would be social links.
2. Wow.
That should be higher than sheet.
Okay. I can't really see it being a 4. I mean, I really haven't hung out with him that much. We did a couple of real things.
Let's say it's
so...
a 3. And it will go up after this, depending on how things go.
Right.
So it'll be a +1.
+1. So yeah, 8.
All right. Like when he says those words, I guess you'll get the feeling that he's very much talking about Shin and your position against the rest of the world with what Shin wants you to do, and he's part of the rest of the world. So you very much had the feeling it's to do with a conflict that you need to.
Didn't he say she?
Yeah, like he was talking about. He was talking about one of your classmates when he said she.
Okay, but you just identified the class he was talking about as Shin. So he thinks Shin's a she?
No.
Okay.
Like, the subject is to do with Shin, but he wasn't saying that. Yeah, he was talking about somebody else talking about Shin and card stuff to you.
Okay, I think I understand.
I
Sorry. Actually, hmm. Just, I don't think it's anything. It's not necessarily anything like that. It's just the element of I, through Ku's demise, I want to make sure some secrets are safe.
So, if you're concerned about that, you do realize that you're here with the both of us alone.
Yeah. Am I about to get jumped here?
You said it yourself, you're worried about your persona's demise, and yet you put yourself in this situation where it'll be hard to call for other people for help if we were to do something for you. It's peculiar. You say one thing but do the other.
I meant it in abstract, that I want to get into the habit of basically not doing certain elements like that unless it's necessary for the moment, and I don't really think it's necessary for the moment. I mean, if you think I'm insulting you, I apologize. It's just a matter of it. It seemed casual here. I don't know if the mood's changed or not.
I see. Well, I can only come to my own judgment that I'm thinking upon. I cannot make a sound one without knowing the background. If she hasn't told you, then I would find that peculiar, but it doesn't matter, I suppose. The time will come when it comes.
Can I make a roll to see if I can guess who she is?
Alright.
I mean, or not.
I mean, it depends on how well you've gotten ahead with the situation. I'll let you try. That's fine.
Because I have two ideas, but I'm just sort of, you know. Please, fuck no.
You have no idea. There's a lot of girls. Girls are cool. I like girls.
Yeah, got it. Alright. Anyway. So where do we stand now? Since I figured I just hit a taboo.
He'll just kind of chuckle. He'll be like, I suppose I am facing a bit of emotional whiplash. You were fine to, well, how a soul sounds a bit dramatic, but I suppose looking more into the persona that you wear through my master's abilities, even though I did say that it can be quite invasive, but you only retaliated when one of your geeses flared up. I don't know whether you're entirely too trusting or whether it's a foolish thing that you are not aware of.
Well, I mean, to be fair to me, invasive could mean a whole lot of different elements there about how deep and how long. I mean, I just underestimated basically exactly how deep that probe was going to go, and apparently one of my geeses basically got close. It threatened one of the geeses, and so that's why I had to call him off to it. I don't necessarily think it was a tease.
I suppose these people whom you've made your geeses with, you trust them.
Not really. I mean, in abstract, not really. In fact, most of them I do.
That is a very vague and open-ended statement.
In particular, some of the people I've made my geeses with I trust, in others I do not. In general, it's best not to have a whole lot of trust in those people I place geeses in, because the entire reason I'm placing the geese is because we have a problem to begin with.
I see, so you use them as bargaining chips rather than as a solid foundation to a relationship you have with that person.
You can't necessarily disagree with how mercenary I can be, but I do think that doesn't quite fit how I use them.
You said it yourself that you didn't want to trust the people that you made these geeses off due to the very notion of you having to make that geese in the first place with them.
Okay, how do I put this? Everybody's unique. Every situation is unique. Every time I do something is unique. However, if I have a couple of ground rules on what's going on, it doesn't necessarily basically mean it applies to any particular point, or even it can apply ever. It's just a ground rule for how I see how I'm going to be doing this. That doesn't make any sense to you, does it? No.
I can't say that I can fully emphasize with that, no.
How do I explain this? I guess no, that's not going to make any sense to you.
Until, say, at the end of the day, you don't need to justify yourself to me. I am simply another piece on the board. I suppose when it comes down to it, if you really are doing these things because you wish to, well, have fun, I believe would be the most correct term to be, then that's fine. I just thought you had an ulterior motive. If you want to find out more about artificing and how you may imbue yourself into objects, well, I suppose I'll have to rely on how one would describe yourself in order to make a judgment as to whether you'll be able to or not. Though a description of oneself by yourself is quite unreliable. You can understand why.
Well, yeah. So whether or not I can be an artificer, either test through that way or just word of mouth? I mean, I figured most people don't have what you have, but people can still be taught how to I mean, look, if this is going to be too much trouble for you, I don't want to put anything on you, man.
No, you're a student of Mirai Academy, so you should be able to do it if you've been pursuing your studies. You do know that the school, it's more than just a place where you learn like any other student would. There's always a meaning behind every lesson, even if it's not quite as literal as mythology class or elemental class or fighting class.
Yeah, I've when I was trying to transfer into the magics class, that was explained to me and how it teaches on multiple levels.
Right. You should be able to make something then through the school's guidance. As to whether you can do it without the school's influence or not, well, the means of which I would be able to test it, it would be incompatible with you. So, and I believe it's rank 4, which you can make stuff with. And I haven't done the rank 4s yet because I forgot about it.
Got it.
Let me double check. Table of tables? Yes, it is table of tables. Yeah, so I believe you have a rank 4 in, is it magic?
I think so.
Yeah. So,
I think I hit it.
Alright. So, and he'll be like the easiest way to know that would be to ask the school herself. She would know whether you're able to do so based on your time at the academy.
I can always, tomorrow I have my magic class, so I can always ask then whether I have the capability or not.
That will be a good opportunity then.
Alright. I guess then, unless you want me to go, grunt work for the rest of the day?
I didn't have much. I tend to work in small batches. So that was pretty much it.
Well, sorry for the ending of this. Even if I can't learn the artifice, if you want, I still offer my grunt work. But hopefully you can actually teach me something. I guess.
You are a peculiar one, Raphael Duck.
Yeah, everybody seems to tell me that.
Right. I'll consider it. I have much to think upon.
Alright.
I suppose I'll see you later.
Yeah, I think I got clay in some places I really don't want it to be in, so I go.
Right. Well, I suppose I'll see you later, and you can make your way out.
Alright. Later, Amato.
Yes. Who'd you make enemies with? Holy moly.
Yeah. I hope I didn't.
I mean, Giddy's kind of seen as like a friend to demons and stuff. So whoever you made that pact with or whatever, a bunch of people probably hate him. Or he hates them.
To be honest, it might not have been that. It might just basically been it would have found out the identity of somebody that it didn't want found. And that's the problem with these things. I can't tell what aspect was triggered, just that it was triggered.
You ever thought of doing like thought practices, like meditation or something? Have you even tried to understand why you got all those, tats on you?
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, but it doesn't really work. I know exactly why I have them. I made them. I know exactly sort of what it is, but no, I haven't delved deeper into the meta aspect of them. I guess is the best. I guess what you're asking about, right?
I mean, yeah, your persona has your ability. It has because it's based on fragments of you. The fact that you have something that allows you to bind yourself to other people so forcefully says more about you than it does about Goo.
Huh, I thought it was an artifact more from him than me.
It's both.
Something to look into. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Right. You do realize that magic, it's a bit more fucked up than you think it is, right?
I have. have no idea what you mean by that. I hope I have a pretty good understanding of magic. If you mean there's some like secret spike in it that I don't know about, what do you mean?
Mother will just kind of sigh. He'll be like, "Never mind. I guess it's not important. I guess so. I was gonna drop by tomorrow to speak with Saya and stuff.
That's cool. Why don't you?
Yeah, if you find out more about whether you've learnt enough from the school in order to use their version of artifice, then you can do that. That's pretty. Well, I'm not going to say simple. It's kind of hard, but it's an avenue.
Right. I guess I'll also ask if I have an innate artificer ability, because I figure that's what Gideon needs to know about.
I mean, yeah, if you want tips from it, he kind of does.
Well, I mean, it would be nice to learn from him if he's willing to teach me, but who knows now.
he'll just kind of, and he'll be like, "That's what you get." But anyway, I'm gonna go.
Alright,
See you
man.
tomorrow. You guys will walk out of the dorm. Alright. So I believe Ryu was going to study.
Yeah. He's not exactly in the right mind for the day.
Alright.
It was not really studying, but finishing up that PE homework.
Alright, PE homework. You can do that. So let's go to Kaharu.
I was just gonna ask Koharu to go on the Akira thing.
Oh, okay. Alright. So let's go to the Umberhawk thing then.
Alright.
So who is Reiko in a is Rio or Reiko in a rush to get there? I don't know who would end up there first.
Rush? Not really.
No, he's not really in a rush, but... Well, he doesn't have a time he has to show up, but he doesn't want to get there too late.
Well, one of you have to be there first.
Okay.
Who's it gonna be?
Rio, probably Reiko is like, she will something, her state of mind, etc. So Rio would be first.
Alright. So, is Rio going to say he's coming, or is he just going to say he's there when he's there?
I mean... He's gonna say he's coming if that's a thing.
I mean, you can... well, it's the future that you can just forward an automatic message to the well, you can either do it through a demon app, or you can just do it to the actual real life phone in the bird consultancy.
I mean, I don't see why I'd do a demon app.
Alright. So I guess you'll leave a message on the answering phone. I don't know which one this is. Is it this one? Or is it this one? I think it's this one. Alright, so are you going through the Jeffrey way or through the Asate way?
The Asade way.
Alright, so you head on down to Owari Industrial, where the Early Bird Consultancy office is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Wednesday evening, so it's not going to be, well, it's never busy, but there will be, let's see who will be at the thing. I'm going to roll to see who it is. I'm going to roll a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. Okay. Why does the music keep stopping? Alright, let's see who that is. 2, 6, 7. Alright. So you'll see an unfamiliar young man heading the desk that's at the front of the office. He looks fairly prim. He's got slicked back black hair. He doesn't have prominent bags under his eyes, but I suppose they are fashionably dark circled.
Mm-hmm. Fashionably dark circled.
You know, women love it. He's wearing a crisp white shirt.
Alright. Well, go in and greet the man.
And he'll be like, are you here for anything particular, or are you the one who left the message?
Oh, I am the one who left the message, yes.
Ah, right, so you must be Ogata-kun.
And he'll be like, yes. Ryo Ogata, a pleasure to meet you.
Well, greetings. I suppose, I believe it was Ito a few days test. Introduce myself now. I'm Ando Kanzan.